But in today's video, guys, I'll be telling you all how I started my boutique with $0. No money at all, $0. And I am not speaking about drop shipping.
What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching.
What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. And welcome to another Hot Girl video, guys. Okay, guys, so today's video is a boss babe video, a boutique video, entrepreneurship, business, company, whatever it is you want to call it, advice, alright, story time, whatever you want to call it. So today, guys, I'll be telling you all how I started my boutique with $0, no money at all. I had no money, and I'm not speaking about drop shipping. So guys, if this is your kind of video, if you are interested in clothing, boutique business, whatever business it may be, you want to start a business but you do not know where to start, you have no money, you are broken, you can't get a job, this may be the video for you. Alright, so as usual, guys, go right ahead and click that subscribe button down below, so every single time your Caribbean girl posts a video, you are going to be notified. Yes, you are going to be notified. Okay, so without any further ado, guys, let's just get into the video. Personally, I was always someone who liked business stuff. So when I was like 22, 23, I had my very first business. I used to sell like high heels, like shoes. I had a shoe business. The name of the business was eye candy shoes. For some reason, I got caught up in the life and I like, okay, I get a certain amount of money, and then I was like, okay, I'll start back. That was my very first business, guys. Like sometimes when you look back, that was my very first business. So I just need to jot in that day. That has no connection with this, but I just need to jot it in that at the end of the day, that was my very first business, my very first time trying my hand at something. 2018. I did try my hand again, but this time I tried my hand with female clothing. The name of my boutique back then was Slaying 365 Days or something like that, right? So I started, guys, and I invested money into my business. Like I was like, listen, I really need to do this. I want to do this. I know I have a passion for clothing and shoes and whatever. So I was like, okay, you know what? Shoes didn't really work out for me in the past. Let me try clothes. So I did my research, etc., and I invested some money in my business. So I invested like approximately, when I counted up everything, probably around $10,000. I spent in clothing. I did get back some of the money, right? But guys, it was a loss. Like I lost every cent, every single cent. Like don't ask me how, I don't even know. So it was not like I took like $10,000 and went to invest it in something. But I think I started off spending like a $3,000 and then a next $3,000, and then I don't know, when it added up everything, it was like $10,000, and it was a loss for me. I had no money, no management, no nothing. It was so distasteful. It was like, no, I just wasn't seeing my way. And yes, it did hurt me. So, however, that didn't stop me, guys. I took a break and I really went and researched. I literally took almost 1 year to know exactly what I wanted. So a lot of people within that period was asking me, you stop selling stuff, you're not selling stuff anymore, your business closed down. But they don't know that I was going through like a lot, like that was a lot of money to put out, and then you was not getting back the money. I was so frustrated, and I was literally grinding, and I was like, you know what, what I was doing at this point in time was working, but nobody knew that I was working, and I mean like working on the business. So I started from scratch, from the very beginning, and I went and did my research, etc., jotted down everything, noted everything, and see how best I could revamp this business, see how best I could start it over. And I started over in November 2019. Ding, ding, ding. So it took me 1 year, guys, and within that 1 year, I went and changed my business name. I knew that I needed to give myself a year to figure it out. So the only thing now in 2019 is I did not have any money. Alright, so I had money back then to start the business, but at this point in time, I had $0, like no money to invest in a business or anything like that, guys. I started a pre-order system. Yes, I did. The pre-order system is what I did to start my business with no money. So I did not do drop shipping. At that point in time, I had no idea what was drop shipping, and I was not even trying to learn about drop shipping, because at that point in time there were so many bad reviews on drop shipping and so on, and I just didn't want my brand to be associated with poor quality items or anything like that. So I just was not going to risk it at that point in time to do it. I'm not saying that bad shipping is bad. I'm not saying that drop shipping is bad, but what I'm saying is at that point in time, where I was so driven and focused and really wanted something for Slay Babe, I was not even going to do drop shipping. Okay? What I did was I created everything as though I was going to launch, because I knew I was going to launch soon. I knew that. I had my steps, like, okay, I need to have this first, this second, this third, this fourth, this fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and so on. So number one, I knew I needed to change my name for my business. I did that. I got a name that I really wanted. Next, what I did, guys, was I created a logo for myself on my phone. Yes, I used Fonto. At this point, guys, I had no money to pay for no logo, no color. I already knew my color scheme. I knew how I wanted my stuff to look. I knew exactly the fonts that I want. So I sat and I created it on my phone. It took me forever to do these things. Forever. Now, these are not going to cost you. So everything I'm speaking about here, guys, it is not going to cost you a dime, because I was not spending any money. Okay, so I did all of that and I jotted down everything, like, okay, cool. So my next step, what I did was I looked at places where I could purchase those. So vendors, sites. I did like loads of research, guys. Like, I'm speaking about weeks upon weeks of research. Okay, and as we all know, we live in a third world country, so to get items to us, we have to go through like a second person. So sometimes you order stuff and then you have your skybox in Miami, and then your courier or local courier will bring it to us. So that's like additional shipping that we have to spend to get the items to us. So I did that. I started researching like vendors and clothing and all of this. No money again, because it was free. So no money for the name, no money for my logo, labels, nothing. You're now doing these things, it is going to look very weird on your phone and very weird everywhere, but eventually after seeing it over and over, you are going to get accustomed. So let me show you all one of my tags. I'm seeing my battery is dying. So this is one of my tag, guys, that I made on my phone. So in the beginning it was looking all weird and so on, but look at this. Nobody did this for me. I did this for myself, and I'm happy and I love it, and I became accustomed seeing it. What I did also was created like Instagram page that was free also, and I started to like screen grab pictures of the items that I wanted to sell. So when I located my vendors and so on, I knew that okay, I was going to sell this stuff and this pants and this and this and this and this and that, right? Pre-order system, and this worked out for me. It's like it worked like magic. It's not magic because I put in work, but I did everything through that. So before I launched the pre-order system, guys, I made logos about it, saying that we are coming back with a bang, but this time we are introducing pre-order system, and I add some pros to it, like in terms of if you don't have your money one time, if you don't have your money right away, you can pay them half and then pay off the next half when you get it. I just sat and thought about advantages of it. Yes, we know that there are cons of it, but I wasn't thinking about cons at the point in time because I just wanted my business to start back. I had patience. Yes, I had patience. I had no patience before, but I learned to have patience. So that's how I started, guys, and people started ordering. Alright, I will never forget that the very first week I got an order from a young lady and she purchased a romper, and I felt so good to know that okay, someone actually trusts you to place an order with you. I had a place for payments. It was really like convenient to the people, so they would like put half the money down into the bank, and then when the item reach, they are going to pay it off or whatever, and then I'll have the stuff delivered to them via Titi Post, or we can meet up. But I hardly ever met anyone when I was doing that, because most people, they did stuff via Titi Post and so on. So guys, that is how I started my business without any money, and you can do the same thing. Okay, so my very first customer, she purchased a romper for $300 and she paid $150 down, and when it came, she paid off the other $150. Now you'll have to do the work. Now getting into the profits and so on, that is something that I'm not going to share here right now because I have to like bring paperwork to show you all. But what I'm saying is that if you are interested in starting a business and you have no money, just think about a system in place that will work for you, right? So for me, I tried to look for vendors like in the US. I started off in China, but then sometimes the stuff would take a little long to come, but some people did not mind waiting, and that's another thing, guys. I make sure and give people like a 2 weeks grace, a 3 weeks grace, mostly 2 weeks grace, to let them know that the stuff will take 2 weeks to come. And yes, I know for myself that the stuff would take 1 week, but I'm telling them an extra week because I'm leaving room for like late delivery, late shipment, things not clearing on time for holidays and all of that jazz. So right away there, when I made like a $150 profit, and people put orders, like people placed other orders, eventually my little profit started to add up. One thing I must mention, now this is optional, you do not have to do this, but I did this. Before I launched, I spent $500 to sample some clothes from a particular vendor. And this was my preference because I dealt with people in the past, and sometimes it's when the stuff comes, it's like I'm not too pleased with the quality of the items. So this particular person who I was buying from, I wanted to test the quality of their clothing. So I purchased it with my own $500 just to get an idea of the quality of the material. Once I was pleased, guys, with that particular vendor, I went ahead and I ordered stuff, and I let people know, like, guys, I did all of this on my phone. I made like what you call those things, like posts with everything already written out, So when somebody sends a message, I immediately send them. So when someone sent a message like, hi, I'm interested in so and so, so and so, I immediately would send a picture with every information on it. Like, hi, good day, thank you for messaging. Our items takes 2 weeks, ting, select your size. So by so, down payment at so by so. Once the item is shipped, you are going to know. So I will let them know when the item is shipped, and I will also let them know, like, the item is here and it's ready for delivery. Would you like to meet up, or would you like to meet via Tizzy Post? And that's how it worked for me, guys. And that's just to show you, like, sometimes I sit there and tell myself, I spent like $10,000 up front and made nothing. Like, I just made a huge loss and started back my business with $0, guys. $0. Because that sampling was up to me, right? It's not impossible to start a business without any money. It's really not. What I also used to do, guys, was be truthful. Right? If I knew that if someone tells me that they have a Christmas dinner to go on the 16th of December and they order their dress on the 1st, I will tell them it makes no sense, because I'm not going to. I know you're expecting your dinner dress on the 16th, so what if it runs late? And then I know how females are when they want their stuff, because I am like that too. Like, you're expecting something, and especially as a small boutique, people are going to remember that. I really think that it is wise to do it because it's cutting too close. Oh, that was my favorite word, like, it's cutting too close. And they would understand, they would say that they appreciate that. And also for me, another challenge that I faced, guys, was, I just gave you all the challenges that I faced one time. The last challenge that I faced with my pre-order system. So everything was going, hey, okay. So I launched in November 2019. I think, believe it was October, November 2019, somewhere around there. I was all ready. I had everything set out, planned out. Everything was going good. I was like, you know what, pre-order system, ting. I started getting sales, guys. I really did. Profits started to add up. It wasn't much, because remember, persons are paying on half, and I'm just receiving like nothing much, guys. Something at 60, at 40, but it adds up. Like, it adds up, okay? And then boom, COVID happened. When COVID happened, because in December 2019 is when I started to get like slow production from in China. Yes, I did. Things started to come really late, even from the US, because they also supply to a lot of the US companies and so on, and things were just slow. And we couldn't go anywhere, we were on lockdown, so there was no way the pre-ordering was working for me at that point in time, because I think I did take a few orders, and it took really long to come, like, and it was no fault of mine. It was just that the world was in turmoil and we just didn't know how to handle it and so on. And shipping right now is still crazy, guys. Like, I'm not doing pre-ordering right now. I am not. I moved away from that because I've looked at other ways in which would work for me. So at that point in time, what was working for me, I just decided to stop doing the pre-order in February, and I looked at something else. So I started to look at like hair clips. I started to like bust my brain, like think, like guys, you really have to think, you know, like you have to think what would work for you, because what would work for you may not work for someone else, and what would work for someone else might not work for you. So at that point in time, we were quarantined, we couldn't go anywhere, like things like that. And guys, to my surprise, the hair clips, it worked for me. Like, how do you attract the customers to your page? Guys, look for the hottest pictures that you can find. People love to see these things on bodies, like they love to see the girls all dressed up going to dinner or whatever, and it just kind of like gave them an idea of how the outfit would look on them. Even though people really don't look so in real life, like you know what I'm trying to say, guys? Like, because a lot of these people, what they do is they just like edit the pictures so the butt look bigger or the waist looks smaller or whatever. But that is what sells. That is what sells. And that's just the stage we reach. That's the reason why we have so many influencers and all these people modeling clothes, because that's just how the rich guys. So, and if you are doing layouts, like you would see like they would like narrow the waist like small like this, and even if the average person waist is not that small, it still looks like you want to purchase it, like you want to buy it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you need to get like some really banging pictures. Do not put up those pictures that is looking boring. A lot of those pictures that girls are looking just like in a plain old white background, those are factory pictures. So a lot of people use that, and it just don't look appealing. Like it's like you need to have something on your page that can bring the people to your page. You understand what I'm trying to say? Just add up my little profit until I was able to afford biker shorts. So that leads me to today. Alright, so that's basically 2019 to 2020, which was last year, and we are now in 2021. Okay, and the biker shorts at that point in time was really going good because we were quarantined and we wanted to be comfortable. So there you have it, guys. I really hope I explained it well. I hope you understand what I am saying. And if you want to start your business, go right ahead without any money and start your business. You just do a lot of research and see what works for you. Okay, thank you so much for watching, guys. We are growing. I am seeing it. You guys are seeing it. I appreciate yourself. I appreciate each and every one of you out there that are subscribing to my channel. And yeah, bye people.